What's going on, everyone? It's been a long time since I've made a YouTube video. Currently, dealing with a little bit of a bug. Really jacked me up all week. My voice sounds a little funny. If I have to take a break because I get choked up, please bear with me. But we're back. We've been trading all week in the room with the guys in Evolution Traders. I've been doing my best to kind of stay communicated with them and just haven't done any YouTube videos. What we're going to cover right now, I'm going to do so many training videos and lessons and recaps from this week. Stick around, right? Stay tuned because I'm going to drop a lot of stuff. But let's kind of cover exactly what happened today. So right now, we're essentially what people in social media say, we're chopping, right? We're flat. When realistically, we had a little bit of a downturn in the pre-market, which is what I wanted to see. The game plan going into today was this. What I did not want to see coming off of 6 consecutive, pushes higher, green days off that low that we had, was I didn't want to see another big gap up, okay? A flat to a red open is great. Trap those shorts, and let's see if we can catch some momentum to the upside. Now, this week, there hasn't been a whole lot of 20 SMA plays. There's some plays on the 2-minute chart. There's some plays on the 5-minute chart, definitely, right? Definitely. But it's not like how it was a few weeks ago where, you're getting big ranges and setups happening every 20, 30 minutes, right? That's okay. That's completely fine. If we look at what happened, and this is the game plan going into today, if we have a flat to a red open, great. Let's use those lows. Let's see the demand zone and let's try to ride to the upside. If we have a gap higher, meaning we're going to open up green today, let's maybe avoid the longs, look for the rejection, and then look for the downturn. So what we got was that flush. We got that washout into the bottom channel here, into our demand zone. So this demand zone is the linear regression channel 50. You can see we kind of pushed into that an hour before the market opened, and then we started to push higher. And right as the market opened at 6:30, and I was on the call with people in the Discord, and congratulations to everyone in Evolution Traders. I don't think there was one person that had a red day. Red trade, maybe, but a red day from everyone that posted in the channel. Congratulations. Everyone had a green day today. So what we were talking about was if we set up, because again, I'm not a big fan of taking the first 20 SMA play off the day. I'm just not a big fan of it. However, right? There's always a but, there's always a however. Coming off of the floor and holding, and at the time, and I recall this very, very vividly, we were trading over the 5, 10, and 20-day moving average at that time. Guys, if we continue to push higher, we have to trust what the chart is doing and kind of roll with the punches. Now, whether you're taking 5 points or 10 points, that's your own prerogative, or you're going to ride this, essentially until right now, it doesn't really matter. But the first play of the day was a 6:30 a.m. 20 SMA play. You can kind of see here, this is a 50-point range. So again, one thing that I was also stressing on the call this morning was that if you get into this trade, you better be yes right on your scalp, meaning when you get in, that puppy better go 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 points, get green and get out. Or you need to be sized appropriately so that if it does pull back, this is a 50-point candle, we need to be able to withstand that pullback. Now, again, a 50-point candle trading 1 micro contract, the max pain loss would be $100. Trading 2 would be $200. So with that being said, as soon as you get into this trade, it starts to pull back. Now, this is where the emotions start to flare. This is where traders start to feel, it's set up. Well, how come it's not moving? How come it's not doing this and that? We're trading the NASDAQ 100. Okay, this is the wild, wild west out here. If you can't stomach the moves and the volatility of the NASDAQ 100, go trade the ES, go trade the RTY, go trade crude, go trade something else, okay? Because over here around these parts, we trade the NASDAQ 100. And when we started to pull back, okay, notice the pullback, we dip below the 20, the 5, the 10-day moving average, but we are holding the reason why low. We're not closing below any of those moving averages, the 5, 10, or 20-day moving average. So yeah, it's a little scary. It's a little scary, but you have to trust your technical analysis. And one thing that I said on a call is that when you take these trades and you see them time and time again, it becomes like second nature. Not that you're going to win a trade, you know, like if I knew I was going to win the trades when I take them, I would be a multi-billionaire. Okay. But I don't know if I'm going to win a trade. All I'm saying is confidence in your entry, confidence in what you've seen before, confidence in your risk management, confidence that you're not playing like a bamboozled baboon in trading 20 million mini contracts, right? Keep your risk tight. Keep, you know, like let's not get crazy. Like even I always have to reference myself because I'm the only person I can talk about. I can't speak for anyone else. My good days are like $300, $400, $500. Like that's a good day, right? If I'm able to get out with $100, I'll take it. You know, especially when you're trading prop firms, especially when you have multiple prop firm accounts, multiple funded accounts. Right now I'm at a total of 9. So I've got 7 apexes, 2 top steps, and I just passed 2 top steps today. So I'll be up a little bit over that. I got to activate them still, but 9 total accounts. So imagine if you could just make $100 a day times 9 accounts, right? That's really, really good money. You're talking about $500 a week per account times 9 accounts. You're talking about $4,000, $4,500 every single week. Okay. Now, again, is every week going to be that great? No. Some weeks you might be, you know, flat. Some weeks you might be better. Some weeks you might be worse. But all in all, the point I'm trying to make is that having the multiple accounts and the leverage definitely helps. So as we were holding this trade here, it pulled back a little bit. I missed my initial entry on getting in right when it confirmed. I got in when we were pulling back. So as we were pulling back, we pulled back in, and I was looking at us hold this 10 and 20 day moving average, and then we started to spike. Now notice this 6:40 a.m. candle, it does close red, okay? However, at one point in time, it was green. And I was expressing to the members and Evolution traders that we have to sell into demand. We have to sell into supply, depending on if we're long or short. So for me, if I'm getting in, right, at a price 19,508, 19,509, and when price is going above that, and it's at 19,515, 19,520, 19,525, 19,530, you got to start thinking about taking profits. You have to, especially if you're a short-term scalper, you're a short-term day trader. You're not looking for these extended moves, 50, 60, 70, 80 points. Now, I know there's traders who trade futures on prop firms who are looking for 40, 50, 60, 70 points. That's fine. That's fantastic. That's not me. Okay. That's not me. I'm more of a guy who wants to come into the markets, identify patterns and setups in my strategies, things that I've seen and traded before, a million times over again. Identify the move, get in, be right or be wrong, and get out quickly and move along with my day. Okay, I'm not looking to sit here and hold things for hours and hours on end. It creates too much stress for me. I'm not sitting here looking to take 50 trades a day. It stresses me out. I would like to catch 2 or 3 or 4 trades. And that's being generous. Like if I can catch 2, I'm already thinking about calling it quits. You know, 3, that's because I'm feeling myself. 4, the market is just hot, right? So in this particular scenario, I took my 5 points. I started off the day green. I got my initial $100, and then we went from there. Now, the next trade setup that we were looking for was that opening range, the 30-minute opening range. So you can see here the 7 o'clock candle puts in a high right at the 50-day moving average. Now, congratulations, because I know there was a lot of you guys in Evolution traders that took this trade. So we came up, and this is what I was trying to discuss. As we touch this 50-day moving average, it's the same thing as touching the 20 or the 5 or the 10 or the 200, right? We tested the 50-day moving average. That became our 30-minute opening range. Okay, that's our range. All you're looking for is to get in when we confirm the high. Okay, that's it. So are you waiting for a back test? You can most definitely can. Can you get in on the first break? You can, you most definitely can. The only rule I have for myself, if the initial balance or 30-minute range is set, and I'm going to take the first initial break, like when we break that price for the first time, which happens here, that's on the 705 candle. If I'm going to take that move, I'm treating it as a scalp. That's all it is. It's a 5, 6, 7, 8 point scalp. That's it. I'm getting in, getting green, getting out. Boom. This was trade number 2. And why do I have to get out? Because we're running into the next area of supply, which was the 200 EMA, right? So the way I was explaining it today is the way I trade is I'm a supply and demand trader that uses moving averages, okay? Just to kind of simplify things for everyone. Now, it wouldn't be smart of me and I wouldn't be consistent in my own operating system, my strategy, if I was just, oh, well, let me hold through this and let me do this and let me, oh, well, no, I have to, if I'm in a trade and we're approaching a level of supply, AKA resistance, I need to sell and take my profits. Okay, same thing. If I'm in a trade and it's not working and we're breaking through demand, I can't say, well, let me hold this. No, I have to sell. I have to sell, because who am I to say that it doesn't continue to drop? Just because these lines are on the chart, these moving averages are used as supply and demand, doesn't mean that they're concrete brick walls, right? They're going to bend, they're going to move, they're going to shimmy around a little bit. So I need to make sure that if I'm in a trade and it's green, I'm going to take my profits where gosh darn I should, right? And that's what suited me the best. So again, if you're looking to be consistent, you need to be consistent in what you're doing. And that's starting with one thing, making sure your position sizing is the same. Starting with number 2, making sure that you have around the same daily personal loss limit, you know, whatever you're setting for yourself. I don't care if you're trading for a prop firm and they say you can't lose no more than $1,000 a day or $2,500 or whatever. Forget that nonsense. We need to break that down so we have multiple days that would have to happen in a row consecutive for us to lose the account, right? So I'll give you an example. If you're trading a $50,000 account, I would say risk no more than $300 on a day. However you want to chalk that up, you want to go all in and risk that on one trade, be my guest. You want to split that up between 2 trades, be my guest. You want to split that up between 5 trades, be my guest. But the thing is that you need to have a personal daily loss limit. You need to have a personal goal, right? A lot of people's, their goals are way too high. So here's what I tell people. If you have a personal daily goal, if you want to make $400 or $500 a day, great. But if you're in a trade or you've taken 1 or 2 trades and you've made $180 or $150 or $200, you have to have some kind of rule in your system that says, if you're not getting the setups that are going to allow you to hit that daily profit target and you're at least halfway towards it, you got to stop. You got to stop, because so many times I see traders trying to make $400 a day and they're up $180 on a day. Next thing you know, I talk to them and they're down 500. It's like, what happened? And it's like, well, I wanted to take one more trade and things went south and I went on tilt and I over traded and this, that, and the other. That's just emotional discipline that you're lacking. Let's tighten up the discipline. Let's tighten up the emotional control. Let's continue to hammer our setups. Again, today's price action was not the cleanest. I am not sitting here and saying it was an easy day to trade. No. But what I'm saying is that the bias for me was long since we were holding those pre-market lows off of a firm level of demand zone for me in my system, which is a linear regression. And again, as long as we were over that and as long as we were trading higher, I was looking to buy the pullbacks. I was looking to buy the pullbacks through the breakouts. Again, buy the pullback, right? So until we lose that day's low, that pre-market low, we want to stick to the long side as best as we can. That doesn't mean that this short setup didn't pay here, but I'm just saying as best as we can, right? So I hope this video helps you guys. Again, I apologize for not being on YouTube this week. I'm definitely going to, I've got a whole memory bank of videos that I wanted to make this week. And when I was sick, you know, I just started making those notes and I was jotting them down. I will probably release between now and market open on Monday about 20 videos. I'll stagger them out so it doesn't hit your feed all at once. But I've got a lot of things to discuss. There's a lot of things going on in the market that I want to discuss. I just wanted to kind of get back on here and let everyone know that, hey, you know, I'm still here. And again, if you guys are interested in trading with me, that link is down in the description box below. Also, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you do enjoy the content. And what else? Apex sale right now is only 71%. I told you guys that you guys should have grabbed some of those evaluations at 80%. Now you got to deal with a 71%. For how long? I don't know. It says 10 days. Is it going to be 10 days? I have no idea. But that link is also down in the description box below if you guys had some troubles, or maybe you passed some evaluations today and you're going to be funded next week and you want to start on adding more evaluations. So go grab some evaluations. That link's down in the description box. At least you guys can check them out. But I'll see all of you guys on the next video.